do you have the gruyere time?
Yeah.
Can I have one of those heated? And an iced matcha with oat milk. We're starting off this vlog strong with a photo booth clip because I broke my camera and a new camera is coming today. However, I wanted to start filming this vlog because the writing is writing. The ideas are flowing. I need to talk about it. I need to document it. So I was like, okay, if I can't film on my camera, how can I make this more low quality, renegade style cute photo booth? That's how. I could have just filmed on my phone, but we're trying to keep it spicy over here. Today is Saturday the 11th, and I won't even lie, I'm like over 10,000 words behind in Nano right now, okay? Yes. This past week, I feel like I was ending most days feeling like I just did not have the brain capacity to work on this story. Writing takes a lot of brain power for me. You know, I can't really do it when I'm feeling super drained or like just at like 10% capacity. And I felt like I was ending my work days a lot, feeling like I was at 10% capacity and I just didn't have it in me to write. So when you get out of the groove, you know, for several days and you haven't written in a while, then the thought of jumping back into it starts to feel a lot more intimidating. And I think that that's definitely what happened. I'm also recording audio into my phone, if that wasn't obvious, so that you guys can hear me better than if I was just speaking to my laptop. So once I was out of it for a few days, the thought of getting back into it felt really daunting. I don't know, something shifted in the water this morning. I was at a coffee shop, which you guys saw the footage from. The floodgates freaking opened. I feel like I've been writing so slow, and it's no fault to me, okay? I'm not like beating myself up for the fact that I've been writing slow, but it's just a fact. I've been writing slow. I've been maybe getting 1,000 words in a day max, and that's like several hours of writing, and then I feel tapped out and exhausted and like I have no more to give. And so I was just kind of accepting that. I was like, damn, I'm a slow ass writer. This is something that I need to come to terms with because there's just no shot that I'm coming anywhere near this word count goal for Nano. I can't write more than 1,000 words in a day, and I kind of died on that hill, I guess. Until today, because while I was at that coffee shop, yes, I was there for a good amount of time. I was there for probably a good 2 hours, but I wrote 2,200 words. And not only did I write 2,200 words, the words were flowing. The thoughts were coming, the ideas were rolling. And for the first time since I started writing this book, I felt like I was not self-editing. And I finally understood what people say when they're like, don't edit while you write, don't self-edit while you write, because I was always like, I'm not really editing while I'm writing, but I was thinking about the wording of like every sentence. And of course that was going to slow me down because I was essentially line editing while I was drafting. But this morning, something clicked into place and it almost felt like I wasn't coming up with what was happening. The ideas were just like plopping down onto the page and I was the vessel. I've heard people describe this before where it's like the idea already exists and it almost feels like it's just flowing out through you. And that's what it felt like today. It didn't feel like I was straining to come up with what happened next. It felt like the story was there and I was just the vehicle that allowed it to come onto the page. I was just a vessel. I wasn't coming up with anything. It was just making its way onto the page. And so I was able to really get in flow and write a ton of words. And since then, I've kind of been in that mode. So I wrote like another 700-ish words after I got home. And I kind of want to keep going. I kind of want to see if I can do like a 5K word day, which would by far be the most that I've written in a day since I started this book project. Maybe the most I've written in a day ever, though I hesitate to say that. Who knows how many words I was writing in a day in my high school years. I don't think I was ever keeping track of word count the way that people do now. But yeah, so anyway, the ideas are flowing and I'm getting really excited and really into this story. I feel like I'm really starting to get to know the characters. I just wrote a pivotal moment for the leading couple that was so fun and exciting to write. Something happened between the main girl and one of the side characters that I was not anticipating. I was not expecting for things to heat up with her and this side character, but oh my god, did it create the most beautiful tension for our main couple. I won't go into any more details, but it was kind of exciting because that was a moment I was not expecting and it just kind of happened. It just kind of brain dumped onto the page. I don't know. We'll see if I end up keeping it, if it's going to make sense with the overall arc, but I did like the moment and I thought it was kind of cool and it was nice to be able to get a little jealousy brewing. I love jealousy. There's something about a jealous character that just, it sits right in my bones. It does something for me, you could say. Anyway, in the spirits of trying to make this 5K word day, I'm going to take myself to the park. I think this is the key. I think the writing dates outside of my apartment is the key because there's a million and one distractions in my apartment. I could be working on 20 million different things in my apartment. When I take myself on a writing date, it's just me, myself, and I and Scrivener on a freaking date making it happen. So yeah, I think we got to keep that going. That is the intro to this video, I guess. I didn't even really talk about what this video is. Hi, welcome into the video. I didn't say that. This is my first Nano Diaries. I'm hoping to maybe do 2 of these throughout the month of November. Listen, guys, I'm trying to pump out this content, but it is not easy balancing this with my main channel. I've been struggling a little bit. That being said, I would like to get at least 2 of these writing vlogs out because I think it's fun to document this process. So this is Nano Diaries number 1. We're basically just going to be chatting through my writing process this weekend. I think I'm going to vlog today and tomorrow. And I'm hoping to make a substantial dent in this manuscript. Knowing that hitting 50,000 words is probably off the table, I'm now aiming for at least 15,000 words. If I got 15,000 words, I would double the length of my manuscript in the month of November, which feels substantial. That being said, if I'm able to do like a 5K word day today, maybe we'll ramp that up a little. We'll shoot for maybe 20K words or something like that. The stretch goal now would be 35K words, which would put me at a grand total of 50K words in the manuscript by the end of the month. But I'm not even gonna like speak that until I've had a few more of these days where I'm hitting higher word counts. I don't even know if the 35K is anywhere within reach because like I said, up till today, I was struggling to get past 1,000 words in a day. And that's on the days where I am writing, which has certainly not been every day. The weekdays, it's been really tough. It's been really tough to scrape together the mental energy needed to do this story justice. The thoughts are flowing. I'm coming up with more and more ideas. I've made so many notes for things that I need to add into previous chapters, and I feel like I'm just having all these realizations about like things I need to explain better or clarify. I've felt so in the writing cave today. I don't know how else to put it. Like I've been straight up having conversations with my boyfriend where my brain is in the world of this project. Like don't get me wrong, I'm like still trying to, of course, give him my attention, but my brain is not on Earth today. And it's kind of fun because I haven't been this absorbed in a story in a long time. And I think that this is really where creativity thrives, is when even when you're doing other things, your brain is kind of lingering on the story and coming up with ideas for it. So that when you get back to the page, you already know, okay, I'm going to have this happen. I'm going to write this. This has been a long enough update. I'm going to take my computer and a little drink out to the park and we're going to do another writing session. My bathroom. This is a new location unlocked on this channel because I'm getting ready to go out to a karaoke club, actually, believe it or not. I wanted to give you guys a little Nano update. Before my Uber gets here, I won't even lie to you, I am extremely impressed with myself. And that is because I wrote 5K words today. And also, I more than doubled my word count for Nano so far because yesterday I was literally sitting at like 4,000 and something words. Now I'm sitting at 10,009 words. So I more than doubled my word count for Nano and I passed the 10,000 words mark, which feels like a really cool accomplishment. I'm still very much short of the Nano pace. The Nano pace would put me at like 18,333 words today. Honestly, dare I say, I don't really care. I feel like going through this challenge, I very much try to manage my own expectations. Even in my like Nano announcement video, I feel like I managed expectations. I want to talk a little bit about why I think today was so much more successful than the average writing day for me in terms of word count. I honestly think I had a bit of a mental barrier with writing a lot of words in a day because I had this idea that I was just not cut out for it, and that if I tried to do that, I would be absolutely killing the quality of my writing. Like I really had this idea that if I write more than like 1,000 1,500 words in a day, the quality is going to go like this the further I get into it, and I'm going to be wasting my own time because none of that's going to be usable. What I actually found today is that I feel like the quality of my writing was better than usual. I think it's because I really allowed myself to get totally immersed in the world, and by doing that, I was able to come up with descriptions and details a lot easier. Actions were flowing together more fluently. I felt like I was able to spend some time with the characters, so they were acting in a bit of a more natural and consistent way. And I wrote some dialogue that I really liked. I came up with some settings and just new ideas that I really liked. Like I came up with an entire new character and house that they go to today that actually feels interesting and dynamic and is now like one of my favorite parts of the book so far. Like I feel like the more I wrote, actually, the more in flow I was able to get and the more submerged in the world and the story I got and the more answers came to me. And it just felt like almost like a otherworldly experience. This has definitely changed my perspective on high word count days, and I kind of want to aim for more of them now because I think it really benefited the story actually for me to have such a big writing chunk today. I find for me that like if I write a tiny bit, the sections that I'm writing end up feeling really detached because I'm showing up differently every day that I go in to write, and I'm not giving myself enough time to really get into it and get into the flow. And I think that's where I started seeing like character inconsistencies or just like things weren't properly explained, and it's because I was going a long time between writing sessions and I wasn't fully in it. You know, I wasn't in it with the characters. I wasn't like hanging out with them like, hey guys, tell me what you want me to do, tell me what you want to do in this scene, and I'm gonna put it down on the page for you. Like I was not out here spending that quality time with my characters, and I think my drafting actually suffered for it. So we're having realizations today. I don't know how much juice I'm gonna have left in my creative well for tomorrow. We'll have to see. I mean, this was definitely a bit of a push, but at the same time, I'm feeling like I have more ideas to work with. I don't know. But I'm feeling really good about today. I'm extremely proud of the fact that I had a 5K word day. I'm feeling really good about the story. I reread some of what I wrote today and I was actually like enjoying it and like feeling emotions as a reader and not just like criticizing the work as the writer. And that felt really good because I was able to get enough removed from what I was reading to not immediately go into editing mode, but instead to just enjoy the story and be like, ooh, like this banter's kind of fun. Like I'm kind of loving this pairing together. So anyways, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. All right, we're back on my talking into my phone audio bullshit because we're outside. Happy Sunday. Welcome into day 2 of the vlog. It's almost 2 p.m. today. I had such a blast last night at karaoke. Ended up having a few drinks, getting up on stage, doing a few songs with my friends, and it was super fun, but I decided to let myself sleep in. This morning, I ended up canceling my Pilates class because I was just like, I feel like my body needs the rest, and it did. So I woke up like noon. My boyfriend and I just went to Alfred and the farmer's market, and now I'm back home. So obviously I haven't written yet today. I feel like that's pretty obvious. Today is the day of my live stream that I'm co-hosting, and that's in like 2-ish hours. So we don't have a ton of time before then. Obviously I have to get ready and all of that before the live stream. That being said, I thought it was a good idea to do like a mini writing session just outside today before the live stream, because I think with the added pressure of doing the live stream, obviously it would be good if I was already kind of back in the story before that started. Otherwise I have a feeling I'm gonna have a really hard time making those sprints productive. So that's why I feel like I want to do a quick writing session, probably only a couple hundred words, just to give myself a jump start so that I can really make some good progress during the stream.
Empty. Are you vlogging?
Yeah, I am. If you guys were in the live stream, let me know in the comments and let me know what you thought. Did we do an okay job? And if you think that we didn't do an okay job, I don't want to hear it. Okay, but yes, we're ready. Wait, the setup looks so cute from this side. Okay, wish us luck. We're a little scared, but it's gonna go really well.
We got this, we got this.
I'll update you guys after if anyone showed up. It is currently 7:30. I had the live stream and then my singing lesson, so I just got done with both of those. The live stream went extremely well. I had so much freaking fun. Everyone who showed up was super engaged and sweet, and I was able to get some words done, which I was happy with. I'm not as thrilled with what I wrote today. I feel like this section's gonna need some reworking. The scene feels kind of jumpy because essentially, to give an overview, this is the scene where the three main characters are trying out their powers for the first time, and I need to figure out a better way to structure it besides just jumping between like each character trying it, because it's starting to feel choppy, but at the same time, like I don't know how to do it without that, because I also don't want the scene to drag on for years and have unnecessary parts in it. I don't know. I'm a little bit stuck on this scene. I think I might just have to jump ahead and come back to this in draft 2 and kind of rework this. I think the bones are here. Like, I think I generally know what order I want them to be able to do it in, some of the interactions that I want to happen. Like, the material's here. I think it just needs to be moved around, maybe in a second draft. But I don't want to get stuck here, especially because it's not flowing as freely as the scenes I wrote yesterday. So I think I am just going to move on tomorrow and maybe write sort of the next chapter, because I have some ideas for what I want to do there, and it's going to be another big moment for the romance and for Rhea kind of stepping into her powers, so it's gonna be fun to write. As you could probably tell, there's magic in this story. It's a fantasy book. I don't even know how much I've talked about the project itself, because I'm assuming the viewers on this video have seen my previous videos, but yes, I'm working on a fantasy book. I didn't say that. My total for today ended up being, let's see. Okay, so my total for today is 913 words. It's not bad, honestly, considering the fact that I only really wrote for maybe like an hour and a half today. So I'll take it. 913 words. At least I kept in the story a little bit and made a little bit more progress. So let's go ahead and log that onto NaNoWriMo.com. With that, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this vlog here. I hope you guys are continuing to enjoy the content on this channel. Best of luck going into this next week of Nano, and I'll see you guys next week with the second installment of this vlog series. Bye!